guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. I have another Glow series video for you today, and I'm going to test out the product by JLo. It's called that JLo Glow Serum, and the serum is supposed to tighten, brighten, and hydrate. So you're supposed to apply it to dry, clean skin in the morning and evening. Let absorb completely and dry down before moisturizing. So what I'm going to do, because I already have moisturizers on for this video, and that's how I've been doing all of the other videos from this Glow series, I'm not going to deviate from that. I'm just going to put this serum on top of my moisturizer and just show you guys how that looks on the skin. And if you watched the series up until now, you would know that my last video is actually on Charlotte Tilbury's Wonder Glow. So I'll take out Wonder Glow and also just do a quick swatch comparison as well. So it's interesting because I had this on my radar, this product on my radar to test, and I saw on Sephora like 2 days ago this was on sale. So maybe it's still on sale by the time this video goes up, but I really like to see if there's anything to the product. I don't think this is JLo's first foray into beauty. This is probably her second time, so I'm really interested to just see if there's really anything there we should keep our eye on. So this is what the serum looks like. It's really clear, there's no pigment. And I'm just going to apply on the skin. I have a generous amount on. So there are other products that I have lined up for the series that do not have any pigment to it, just like the Glow Serum. And I think it's still a fit because you can have products that are more makeup oriented and products that are more skincare oriented. But as long as they give you that glow from within, once you have your makeup on, or even without it, I can already see the difference pre and post application. Like, yes, there's definitely more of a glow. I think it's still a good fit for us to review, test, and talk about. So I'll come a little bit closer. I do have some concealer under the eyes, nose, and chin here. And we kind of saw on camera the transformation. As I put the serum on, you can see like instantly the light reflected off of my skin more, and you can see this glow. So I'm now ready to apply my foundation products, and then for the last part of this video, actually last part before we take a break and come back for an update, is I'm going to use the new Fluorescence palette that they sent to me. They kindly sent this to me that I love to do another review on, like a comparison against the first palette they sent, but I'm going to use this to create a look. It's gorgeous, beautiful, just as beautiful as the original palette they sent. I've applied my foundation and actually set it, so coming a little bit closer here, I think my complexion still looks really bright after all the powdering that I have done. So now I'm going to get into the eye look here. First I'm going to take this shade, which is like a matte shade, a matte brown, and I'm going to place that all over the lids. Then taking this matte purple, I'm putting that above the lash line. And just a little bit of a wing out. Then, because this shade here sort of matches the coral blazer that I have on, I'm gonna, just with a finger, this is so beautiful. Let's just take another moment and look at, it's so pretty, the embossing. I'm just gonna take a finger to get some color and place it onto the center of the lid. It's kind of subtle, so I'm just gonna go back in for another application. We're gonna layer it. It's definitely not a heavy makeup look, but I think it kind of goes with what I'm wearing. Does accentuate the eyes, and yeah, it gives everything some dimension and texture. Lastly, I'd like to try out another shade here. I think I'll go into this. I mean, this is definitely a glitter shade, so I don't expect any actually base color to it. I'm just going to apply this onto just the corners here to brighten things up. And that was just a little bit, very, very subtle. I'm gonna go back into this purple here and just get a little bit under the eyes on the lower lash line. Now, if I want to deepen the outer corners a little bit more, I can actually go back into this darker matte brown and put a little bit of color there. So why don't we do that? Then I'm just going to smooth that out, blend it into the crease. Same thing on this side. All right, we've got our makeup look. I will just off camera finish blush and everything else. Then we'll come back for a last look before we take a break and then come back for an update. This is the completed look. I didn't put any highlighter on. And I can still see some of that glow from initially putting the serum on kind of come through in the makeup. Very curious how this is going to sit throughout the day, being that the instructions of the serum is to put it underneath your moisturizer. I just want a surface that I did kind of the other way around where I put it on top of the moisturizer, but it's more skincare leaning. However, I do expect it to not disrupt the makeup and maybe not extend the longevity, but not really disrupt the makeup and make it wear a little less beautifully or shorter amount of time before we see a lot of like breaking up. So I'll come back for an update, and I'll try to do 2 updates, but if I can't, definitely come back for like a several hours later update. And ideally, if possible, I want to be in the natural daylight for one of those updates. So I'll see you guys very shortly. This is my 3 hours update. I've had lunch, ran an errand, and I'm about to head out again. But this is how everything is looking. So in terms of makeup breaking up around these areas here, mouth where there's more movement, everything has stayed really intact. And the glow we saw at the end of that first segment is still here, very much so. I think it looks beautiful. The product is also supposed to help with hydration, and I'm not seeing that really come through because I do see some dryness under my chin. It's a problem area for me. The plane coming through. Okay, it's passed. It's passing. But it's a problem area for me. I was hoping that the serum could help me out here a little bit. I'm sure it has, but you can still see that dryness come through. Everything else is looking great. I'll come back again for another update if it looks really, really bright, because it is. The sun's just right in my eye. It looks beautiful though. Really glad I got this for you guys. See you soon. This is my last update for that JLo Glow Serum. It's been 7 hours. I'll come a bit closer. While everything still looks intact, there's nothing that's glaring, nothing that's really broken apart. A lot of my natural oils have come through, and I think when I look back or think back to the other glow products I've used so far, I don't think quite as much oil comes through at this time. I haven't had dinner yet, but I was cooking, so there's been heat. I've put it to the test. I've done a few things, ran more errands today. So I would say everything still looks great, but my oils have definitely, we're reaching the point where it's just downhill from now. Still looks good, but it's gonna be downhill from now. And if I was out and about still, I would take a oil plotting paper to get rid of some of this excess, and if I had, you know, pressed powder with me, I would do a little bit of touch up here. So overall, I think the serum it's nice, it's lightweight, it doesn't have any kind of shimmer, glowing bits or parts to it, so if you're trying to avoid that, that fits the bill. It has no scent, which I enjoy, and I don't know that when we think of JLo Glow, the way that she, you know, is very glowing, that we think of like this clear product. Essentially, that's what the serum is. I was actually expecting to see a little bit of pigment. I don't think that knocks the product down, but I think the perception of what her glow is associated with is a little bit different than what this product is. And I know I said earlier in the video that I would quickly swatch the Glow Serum with Charlotte Tilbury's Wonder Glow. So let me do that really quickly, and we'll get that out of the way before concluding the video. So this is Charlotte Tilbury, just ever so glistening. It is kind of a subtle glisten, and it does have a bit of color pigment to it, and it does have those glowing sparkles. This is the Glow Serum, and it's completely clear. No pigment, no glitter, and both, well, you know, I'd say it's unscented, but I guess it has like the scent of the chemicals, which is very non-intrusive. I think it's actually really nice. So you can see the way that these two glisten and reflect light are a little bit different. And I think if we had to just talk about how the makeup is held together, I do think that Charlotte Tilbury's Wonder Glow does a bit of a better job of that. However, I think the serum does meet some of the requirements other people might like. So I'm definitely going to try the serum more and see if this is something I keep going back to. As for hydration, which is something the serum is supposed to do, I think it's okay. The hydration was okay. Didn't have a big issue with it. I was just hoping it would help out this area a bit more. My problematic area, I'm, you know, challenged with acne right now, especially postpartum. Like, even it's been postpartum for a year, but I'm still having acne kind of show up here. So I was hoping that the dryness in that area would be a little bit remedied with the serum, and I think it didn't really do anything for it. It didn't make it worse, but it didn't really make it better, I would say. So that's kind of my review of that JLo Glow Serum. And if it is still on sale at Sephora, I'll for sure have links to it. So hopefully if you guys were thinking of this product, that you found this video helpful. See you guys again soon. Bye.